Students, now we are going to do the identification of a thoracic vertebra from rest of the vertebral column. How you will going to identify the thoracic vertebra? You will see that there is a presence of costal facets on the side of the body of vertebra. You will see the presence of costal facets on the sides of the vertebral bodies. These costal facets may be two on either side. These costal facets may be two on either side of a body, and it may be one on either side of a body. So it represents that these are the thoracic vertebra. Now out of 12 thoracic vertebra, second to 8th thoracic vertebra are typical thoracic vertebra, and first, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th vertebra are atypical thoracic vertebra, which we will be going to show you one by one. First of all, now we are going to do the features of a typical thoracic vertebra. Now in my hand is a typical thoracic vertebra. You can see the body of a typical thoracic vertebra. It is heart shaped. It has roughly the same measurements from side to side. It measures same from side to side and from anterior to posterior. And on each side of the body there are two costal demifacets. Demifacets means half facets. You can appreciate it that there are two demifacets that are present on the sides of the vertebral body. Now the superior costal demifacet, it is larger and is placed on the upper border. It is larger and placed on the upper border of the body near the pedicel. And it articulates with the numerically corresponding rib. So you know, as we did, that this is the head of the body, this is the head of the rib, and it bears two facets, lower facet and the upper facet. The lower facet of a typical rib, it articulates with the numerically corresponding vertebra. So the lower facet of the rib, it articulates with the numerically corresponding vertebra. So what does this mean? That if it is the sixth rib, so it is going to articulate the lower facet of the sixth rib. It is going to articulate with the sixth thoracic vertebra. So the superior demifacet of the body, it articulates with the numerically corresponding vertebra, and the inferior costal demifacet, it is smaller and placed in front of inferior vertebral notch. So the inferior costal demifacet, it lies in front of the inferior vertebral notch and it articulates with the next lower rib. Now let me show you the proper articulation. You can see here, so students, if we see, this is the fifth thoracic vertebra and this is the sixth thoracic vertebra. So this is the sixth rib. So the lower facet of the sixth rib, it articulates with the numerically corresponding vertebra, and the upper facet, it articulates with the next higher vertebra. Same way, if we do the facets on the vertebra, the superior demifacet of the sixth vertebra, it articulates with the lower facet of the numerically corresponding vertebra, and the inferior costal demifacet of the fifth vertebra, it articulates with the next lower rib. That is the sixth rib. As you can see, the transverse process are large and it is directed laterally and backwards from the junction of the pedicel and lamina. Now the anterior surface, if I place this vertebra in an anatomical position, so this is the transverse process and this will be its anterior surface and this will be its posterior surface. So the anterior surface of the each transverse process bears a facet near its tip. It is for the articulation with the tubercle of the corresponding rib. We did that the rib, in the posterior part of the rib we have head, neck and tubercle. And the tubercle has two parts, medial part that is articular and the lateral part that is non-articular. So the facet on the transverse process, it is going to articulate with the medial part of the tubercle. It is going to articulate with the medial part of the tubercle this way. This way it is going to articulate with the medial part of the tubercle. So in the upper six thoracic vertebra, the costal facets on the transverse processes are concave. Can you appreciate the concavity on the transverse processes? So concavity of the facets on the transverse processes. And they face forwards and laterally. They are facing forwards and laterally. And in the lower six thoracic vertebra, the facets are flat. In the lower six thoracic vertebra, the facets are flat and they face upwards. So you can see the pedicels are directed backwards, and this is the superior vertebral notch and this is the inferior vertebral notch. The inferior vertebral notch is deep and conspicuous in typical thoracic vertebra. Now these are the superior articular processes that project upwards from the junction of pedicel and the lamina. The